Hey everyone, hope you're having a good day. So first things first, I need to get two important things out of the way. My mum helped me with a few parts of the start of this video, but she was not wearing socks and she doesn't understand what a dangerous place the internet is, so I had to do a fair bit of pixelation work at the start of this video, so that's what that's about. The next thing is I changed outfit about 5,000 times in this video, and that's because this video was recorded over the course of several weeks. It wasn't just one afternoon where I decided to, try on a smorgasbord of clothes. I just kind of did this video gradually over an extended period of time, so that's why I changed outfit so many times. So as a lot of you know, I am putting my tiny house on Airbnb in the near future because I want to use that income to help with the renovation of the place that I bought with my brother. And as part of that plan, I just wanted to give the tiny house a bit of a makeover and make it a bit more cozy and functional. So one of the first things I did was got a new rug for upstairs and put the old rug downstairs. Initially tried putting it vertically, but it didn't look very good, so switched it around horizontally and it was much nicer. I will say the rug has seen better days, so if anyone has any tips on how to renew and refreshen a rug, I was looking into those doctor rug cleaners that you can hire for like 24 hours. If anyone's used them on a similar rug to what I used there or what I have there, then let me know if it's worthwhile picking up one of those and sort of cleaning the rug, or if it's just better to just buy a new rug. I feel that's a bit wasteful though, so I'll take advice there. The next thing that I wanted to add to the bedroom was some floating shelves. I got these from Ben Simpson Furniture. They're not paying me to say that. If they want to pay me, they can, but I just thought I'd give a shout out in case anyone wants to get the same shelves. They're really good quality. They have a variety of styles and finishes and sizes, and apparently they can hold 30 kilograms, so I decided to test that claim by putting Junior up there. She's not 30 kilograms, she's probably only like 2 or 3 kilograms, but she is a wee bit fat. I've had to kind of dial in the food that I'm giving her because she'd eat till the cows come home, so you have to be careful there. Adding these shelves was just a nice way to fill out the room a little bit and make it a bit more interesting. It is quite a narrow room, so I don't have a huge amount of space to work with, and there is the risk of like adding too much and just making it feel too cluttered and sort of closing in the room even more because it is already kind of like long and narrow. So I just added these shelves, added some pictures, a few wee plants, and some candles. Now this little item that I've added way over to the right is actually from my grand's house. It is a barometer, and I think it works off the kind of like air pressure. It's meant to give indications of what the weather's going to be like. If you tap it, it'll move to what the weather's going to be like. I don't think my gran will mind that I've taken this because she's away up the road. So back upstairs, I wanted to improve the plant situation. I did buy some new plants, but first of all I needed to tend to this old big plant that I've had pretty much ever since I moved in. It's gotten way too big, and over time Junior has kind of boxed it up. I don't mean as in packaged it up, I mean as in like a mini furry Mike Tyson. She's ripped so many of the leaves. She doesn't actually bite them, luckily. I know a lot of people are concerned about her doing that. No, she just like kind of batters them with her paws, scratches them to pieces. So with the help of one of my comrades who gave me some advice on what to take away and what to keep, I cut away some of the more damaged bits, and hopefully the plant will recover and look a bit nicer. It does look a bit nicer already. So that was my first attempt at pruning. I don't know if I did that right. I did all the cuts that I wanted to, added soil to the cut off parts. Apparently that's what you're meant to do to kind of like heal the bits that you've cut off. So we'll see how that'll turn out. Hopefully I've not absolutely ruined the plant. And these were the new plants that I got. I got them from a place called Patch Plants. Again, they're not paying me, but if they want to pay me, I'll gladly take their cash. I got a fiddle leaf fig, which was initially meant for downstairs. I'll speak about that in a second. And just some more little succulents, just to kind of fill out the shelves, the windowsills, and to put on the coffee table. And this little bit of I think this little rubber plant that just kind of bounced off. The fiddle leaf fig, I'd initially thought about putting it downstairs underneath the shelves, but as you can see when I take it downstairs in a minute, Junior loved the packaging, I should say. When I took it downstairs, it was just way too tall already, and I didn't think it would actually like knock the shelves off, but I just knew that it would grow too much. Like when I put it down, there was only like 2 or 3 inches of clearance, maybe not even that, below the shelf, and that was the only place that I could really put it. So if I kept it there, it would keep growing and kind of overgrow around the shelf, which wouldn't look too good. So I decided to bring it back upstairs and just put it in this little corner next to the kitchen, and I think it fills out the space quite nicely. You can let me know what you think. Junior, as always, was quite interested. So that's the plant situation, and if you follow me on Instagram, you will have seen the plant pot that I got that I was very excited about. This was an impulse buy when I was just getting some shopping. Found this little plant pot that looked pretty much exactly like Junior, so obviously I had to buy it immediately. Coming back downstairs, one of my biggest gripes with my bedroom has always been how much light comes through the blinds, the Roman blinds that I have at the front. They still look good, they still look stylish, but they just let in way too much light. So to remedy that, I bought some roller blackout blinds from Dunelm, which you just cut to size, and I just fitted these in the kind of recessed bit of window just so that I could block the light, and people who stay there when it's on Airbnb can block out the light. I know some people like getting woken up by natural light, but in Scotland in the middle of summer, which it kind of is right now, it gets light at like 4 a.m, so the room kind of fills with light. So not completely blacked out, but it is a massive improvement to before. Another thing that I wanted to change or sort of try out upstairs was adding a shelf above the desk, but it just blocked too much light coming in through that roof window, so I opted instead to just buy a nice framed picture and put it there. And actually working at the desk with this here kind of like brightens my mood, so I don't know what that's about, but feels good. On the point of pictures, people always thought this was a bit depressing, the little print of the guy just kind of like flopped back in the grass after a hard day. I always thought it was kind of relatable, but thought I should get something a bit more cheery and also change the other one that I had over there. I did decide to keep the collage of old photos from my village from like the early 1900s because I thought that was cool, but those other two, which people thought were a bit weird or a bit depressing, I decided to just change to something a bit more cheery. So I went with this kind of like botanical desert garden, and I also picked up another one by William Morris. This one's called The Cock and the Pheasant, and it was so hard to find one which didn't have that written on it. I didn't want a print that said cock on it because I didn't want people, choking on their dinner when they saw that. The only other thing that I had to do was kind of sort out the windowsills downstairs. They're quite deep and bare without anything on them, so I put some of the little plants that I'd got from Patch Plants and from IKEA, and then I just filled a bowl with some stones, because I think that's a big part of what interior decoration is, just filling bowls with stuff. But I think the room looks a lot more cozy. I think upstairs looks a lot more cheery now, and I do quite like the new rug and how it kind of blends in with the greenery that I have in the prints and with all the plants. So let me know what you think, and let me know if you have any suggestions of what I could add. The only space that I'm struggling to fill is this big blank white wall. I feel kind of overwhelmed by it. So if anyone has any suggestions for what I could put here, I would greatly appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate you leaving a like and subscribing for more. And if you're watching this video as soon as it's gone up, I'll actually be live on Twitch for the next 2 hours, just baking some cakes, hanging out with you all and just chatting. So if that sounds fun to you, please do come hang out. I'll leave a link pinned in the comments below. But with that said, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.